Matthew Hultgren. If you're watching this, you or someone you know must have asthma. The important thing to remember is that you're not alone. At least 15 million Americans have asthma, and that number is growing. Asthma is the most common chronic disease of childhood, affecting an estimated 4.8 million children. The symptoms of asthma may vary in different people, but you're probably familiar with the telltale symptoms of asthma. Wheezing, coughing, shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and supersensitivity to things like smoke, pollen, or cold air. The good news is that your healthcare professional can help. While there's no cure for asthma, there are ways to control it. Fortunately, important treatments like Asthmacor can help provide long-term control of your asthma symptoms. Today, we're going to give you some information about how Asthmacor with a built-in spacer works. We'll explain and show you how to use your inhaler most effectively. Then we'll answer some questions commonly asked by Asthmacor patients. Asthmacor's active ingredient, triamcinolone acetonide, controls inflammation or swelling, keeping the airways open and allowing you to breathe more easily.
Cut. Nice makeup.
Yeah, I know. My brain is like, ah, at the moment.
The moment before was great. And nice and specific. So get that back in mind. And then just keep it all the way through. Anytime you're ready.
If you're watching this, you or someone you know must have asthma. The important thing to remember is that you're not alone. At least 15 million Americans have asthma, and that number is growing. Asthma is the most common chronic disease of childhood, affecting an estimated 4.8 million children. The symptoms of asthma may vary in different people, but you're probably familiar with the telltale symptoms of asthma: wheezing, coughing, shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and supersensitivity to things like smoke, pollen, and cold air. Well, the good news is that your healthcare professional can help. While there's no cure for asthma, there are ways to control it. Fortunately, important treatments like Asthmacor can help to provide long-term control of your asthma symptoms. Today we're going to give you some information about how Asthmacor with a built-in spacer works. We'll explain and show you how to use your inhaler most effectively. Then we'll answer some questions commonly asked by Asthmacor patients. Asthmacor's active ingredient, triamcinolone acetonide, it controls inflammation or swelling, keeping the airways open and allowing you to breathe more easily.
Cut. Much better. And slate, please.
Lynn Tierney.
Matthew Hultgren. Welcome to PP&L People. We all want to do our part to help the environment. But let's face it, a lot of the time we don't know how.
In this program, we're going to show you how some of your co-workers have taken the initiative to make the world a better place, not just for today, but for the future.
At PP&L, we don't want you to be afraid to step out or speak up when you see something that could be done to help the environment.
After all, you're the one out there every day. You're going to see things that no one else does. So if you don't bring it up, who will?
Cut.
Do you eat right? With my busy schedule, I barely remember to eat, much less make sure I'm getting my daily supply of vitamins and minerals. My idea of health food is carrot cake. However, now, thanks to a new daily supplement from Tylenol, I don't have to worry about it. For years, I've trusted Tylenol to get my body back on track when I need it. Now I can take new Tylenol daily supply and know that my body is getting what it needs. Pass the carrot cake. No, ma'am, I'm not going to arrest you, but you are going to have to leave people alone. Folks get scared when you come up to them asking for food, money, whatever. I've told you a dozen times about the local shelters. Why won't you try to let someone help you? I'm tired of having this conversation with you. And to tell you the truth, winter's going to be here soon, and I don't want to find your body, well, I don't want to find you one day frozen to death on the sidewalk. I hear Miami's nice if you're determined to live outside. At least go somewhere warm. Poison? You want to talk about poison? Look at what you've done. You've created a family of literary zombies. You know everyone's afraid of you. That's what's gotten you so far. Yes, Isaac Gelthard knows something. Yes, he comes from some horrible childhood in Europe that nobody knows about. He has an almost seer-like standing in the book world, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. We are all fucked up by it. I grew up running around this building. When I was 8 years old, you gave me a copy of the Iliad in Greek so that someday I could read it. You monster! People's lives are ruined by books, and they're all you know how to relate to, Dad. You too, Aaron, for all your talk. You too, Sarah, pretending you hate to read. Oh, I swear, sometimes I just want to take a pruning shears and do an Oedipus on myself. Yet, I counted my books the other day. Do you know how many I have? Well, do you want to take a guess? I have 14,386. The 60 crates of books that Mom left me. Well, you know, I finally had them carted up the Hudson, and instead of counting them, I just had shelves built, the whole house. It's just all flashed in front of my eyes. No more people, no more fun, no sex, just books, till I die. I mean Dickens in French. The bastard did not write in French. Why do I have a copy of Dombey and Son written in French? I mean 200 cookbooks, the Oxford World Classics with the little blue bindings on them. And you know what? They're all just words. They're words, and this is life. And besides, I hear all the major book chains are selling preemptive strike video games now, so why even bother? I'm out.